So I spent 3 days last week vibe coding a new website for Capsules Inc. and I wanted to show it off a little bit. But not just that, I also wanted to take you guys through my process of going about building web pages as a non-developer and as someone who just started vibe coding like 7 months ago. So first things first, let's close this up so I can take you through the process. I used Cursor. I started with Cursor. I don't know, I've never switched to anything else, but we'll open up the project. And here I have all of my projects nice and organized into coding projects. Here's everything that I've vibe coded in the last 6 months. We'll open up the Capsules landing page. So here we are. And from there, just write my prompts in here. How I go about gathering inspiration and actually having a clear vision of what I want is I start with the awards page, which if you haven't been here and checked out the websites that are on awards, you're missing out. There are amazing websites on here. They get updated daily, so there's sites of the day, sites of the month, and of the year, and they're just incredible. I'll show you some of them. Just really cool design, lots of parallax motion, which I love, of course. And also just really interesting projects, to be honest. So what I'll do is if I like an element here, for instance, how the caption is placed under the picture or the timeline down here, something like that, I'll go and I'll screenshot it. Oh, I like this piece. And then I'll go back in here, paste it into the chat, and write down what I want to do with this piece. So let's say like I want to put a box like this on the bottom of Capsules landing page underneath the wait list section. What helps is if you're really specific. So here you have the opportunity to add how big you want the margins to be of this object or whatever that is. But usually I'll be very basic about it. Now, this is really how I have it set up. Usually I have it like half of my screen cursor, and on top of it I'll have the local host Capsules page to see how Cursor is implementing my changes. I mean, I can also see that here, but I just like having the full screen. And what I love to do is when I'm giving a basic stupid prompt like I just did with no web design vocabulary, really, I'll read through what it's doing. So we can see here, done. I've added the info box, like that's the first thing, right? I just said it's a box. Where did it go now? Okay, well, I don't know where the thinking part of it went, but usually as it's thinking, I'll read what it's doing and how it's mirroring back to me, how it understands what I'm trying to do, because Cursor has the web design vocabulary and it's teaching me a lot of new words that have been important for me to become a better prompter in the process of building my websites. So that's been really fun. It's just reading what Cursor is thinking and doing. The other thing that is important to note is you want to press keep all every now and then, pretty frequently, because if you don't and you undo all, you press undo all after you've, for example, given a prompt and it just like totally didn't work out. It will go and get rid of all of the last changes, not just the very last change. If you haven't pressed keep all in a while, I've made that mistake multiple times. One more thing, I use Opus 4.5 and that has been a game changer for me. I think I just like used whatever default model they had in here when I started out, but now only Opus 4.5. Why? Because it's just so good at understanding what I'm trying to say and implementing what I'm trying to do in a way that makes sense, that, you know, is like stylistically reasonable. So that's my recommendation for this video, the key recommendation. If you're using cursor, use Opus 4.5. And one last thing, I just wanted to show you guys the iterations this website has gone through. Check out this first iteration, which is, I know, absolutely terrible. We just have the 2 first capsules that were ever made on here by me. And that's it. That was the page. And that stood for like 2 months or something like that. And then when we had this mini viral moment on Twitter back in December, and we just had like hundreds of people, you know, interested in the project and reaching out to us. This is what I put together in, I think, a day or 2. I just literally copy and pasted another AI SaaS tools website and just gave that to Cursor and said, this is the reference image. This is what we're going with. Now it's pretty cringe to look back at this. I don't like it, but it's what we were able to do with the time, the resources that we had. And now, finally, this is where we have landed. This is actually something I can stand behind. I actually wrote a manifesto for what Capsules is about and took some of the copy from that manifesto. It's just a lot cleaner. It has different parallax effects, which I really like. It's like more interactive, and the copies just makes a lot more sense for what we're actually doing. You also have in here the capsules gallery, which is pretty fun. I don't know why they're taking so long to load now, but here are some of the featured capsules that were made in the last little while. So check it out while it's up. Have fun. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. This has been a really empowering, albeit frustrating process as well, but I actually really enjoy vibe coding websites. It's really a fun process. So would highly recommend non-developers to try work with Cursor and see what you can do.